What a lovely view. But let's go back inside and play some old video games. The first commercially sold coin-operated video game was one called Computer Space that came out in 1971. Despite being considered a failure when it was released, the game proved to be revolutionary as it would pave the way for some of the most well-known games of all time and the whole arcade industry in general. These days, video arcades are far less popular and much more difficult to find, especially in the UK. And when you do find one, most modern arcades don't even include some of the era-defining games. We're talking Space Invaders, 1978, Asteroids, 1979, we're talking flippin' Pac-Man, baby, 1980. Speaking of Pac-Man, did you know that the original name for Pac-Man was Puck-Man? You'd think it was because he looks like a hockey puck, but it actually comes from the Japanese phrase paku paku, which means to flap one's mouth open and closed. They changed it because they thought Puck-Man would be too easy to vandalize, you know, like people could just scratch out the P and turn it into an F or whatever. That's pretty cool, huh? Thanks, Scott Pilgrim.
I'll leave you alone forever now. Thanks.
So, anyway, naturally, when I heard a travelling retro video arcade was coming to Bristol, I was on that faster than you can say insert coin to play. The event was called Indie Beercade, a collaboration between Indie Beer and the History of Video Games, The Lost Arcade. It featured some 100 games to play and a large selection of craft beer to drink. Of the 100, I'd say I had previously played around 10, and some of the games I'd never even seen before, let alone played. To name just a few, we played Track and Field, Star Wars, Virtua Fighter, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Mortal Kombat, Roadrunner, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter 2, and Donkey Kong. Of all the games we played, there were two standouts. One was Atari's Battlezone. I really liked this game because of the more unique cabinet and control designs. This game was released in 1980 and provides all the fun of wireframe vector-graphic tank warfare without the fear of horrific death that you'd get when engaging in real-life tank warfare. The other was Track and Field, which was released in 1983 and is my all-time favourite 80s arcade game. This is largely due to the fact that I played the absolute swear word out of the version for the original PlayStation, but it's also due to the fact that it's the best arcade game ever made. Track and Field is the best arcade game there is. The 3 hours spent in the Indie Beercade was so much fun, and I would definitely recommend looking out for similar events in your area. And now, to close this episode, I will hand you over to Marge Simpson from The Simpsons arcade game. Take it away, Marge.
Mom, shut up about her goddamn hair.